Hi, this is Zak Mir with the US Chartbreakers here at Zak's Traders Cafe for Monday, the 28th of August. Starting off with the Affirm holdings, and here a nice, decent unfilled gap at the upside last week through the 50-day moving average, around $16 above that, but looking for as high as $24 by the end of next month, within a rising trend channel from back in December. The bounce off the 200-day line, also a bullish type of signal, as obviously was the breakthrough RSI 50, which has been done with the big gap higher. This stage, only well below the 200-day line there, would really negate the idea of a proper move to the upside, whether it's on this move or later down the line. Next situation coming up in the form of Ardelyx, and here a nice little consolidation above the 200-day line, which is bullish in itself. We've broken through the 50-day line at $3.65. They're waiting for an end-of-day close through $4, and that should then give us the momentum to take us through as high as $5.40 at the top of that rising trend channel from January by the end of next month, but ideally staying on the right side of 350 all the while. Another good-looking setup coming up now, Aptorum. The situation looks like a falling wedge breakout through the $1.80 level. Just maybe waiting for an end-of-day close through the 50-day line at $2.30, but that wedge break should be enough for most, especially as it's accompanied by bullish divergence with the lower lows for late August, but much higher RSI trace. So on that basis, early bird people would be going through on the $1.80, $1.90 break. Cautious, as I said, through the 50-day line around 220, and the target either way up to $5 by the end of next month. Moving on to another situation which I covered last week, and it's back again, which was good news. Cohen and Company, you can see the shares just about to break out through the recent consolidation between the 200-day line and $10 or $10.20, let's say, above $10.20 on an end-of-day close basis, looking for as high as $13.30 at the top of that rising trend channel from back in March. With basically the breakout underway as soon as we've had decent price action above $9, which was that initial August peak. Chanson is next, and here we've got a wide rising trend channel. I suppose it's a U-shaped reversal, arguably a W-shaped reversal, but that kind of thing. And rising trend channel here from back in March, at the top of the channel at 480. Looking for 480 by the end of next month, especially while we remain above the recent neckline resistance around $2.40, so about $2.40 up to $5 there as a best case scenario by the end of next month. Next stock is one that I've covered quite a few times in the recent past, EOS. And here it looks like it's just poised to break out now. Probably we want to see an end of day close through 360, but this looks like a bull flag and a mid-move consolidation ahead of a potential move up to as high as $5.65 by the end of next month at the top of a rising trend channel from way back in June. Well, actually, it was April last year, so a very long-standing trend channel there, and looking good in terms of that consolidation either side of the 50-day moving average, currently around $3.30. Next stock is a famous name, and here we have Gap, or the Gap as it likes to call itself. Bounce off the 50-day moving average within a rising trend channel from back in March. That suggests that we could make progress at least towards the $11.50 area over the next 2 to 4 weeks, which is the top of that channel. And also that would be filling the gap that we had, hopefully filling the gap down that we had back in March. Only back below the 50-day moving average, currently around $9.70, and the floor of that channel really delaying the upside scenario on Gap. The next stock is Hostess Brands, and here massive move to end the week, actually hitting the top of that broadening triangle there. That's around $28.70. If we ever get an end of day close through that, then there will be an upper parallel target there as high as $34 by the end of next month or away with the following month. Like to see the shares remain above the July resistance on the way down around $25.20, so above $25.20, ultimately looking for $34 on Hostess. Next situation is a strong one as well, and a new one to the Chartbreakers. Here we've had an unfilled gap to the upside, which has completed a 2-day island reversal, so very strong setup there, rising 50-day line above that at $40.50. Looking for the shares to hit as high as $60 by the end of next month. If you want a tighter stop than that, probably the resistance line there that I've drawn going through around 43.20 would be the place for the stop loss. Ideally, we stay above that broken resistance line on Hibbit. On to the last three, and starting off with Neuropace. Here we've got a situation where a beautiful breakout here through the old resistance, just about through the old resistance there around $5.80. Above that, looking for the top of a rising trend channel from back in November last year. That's currently heading as high as the $8 area, and hopefully we'll see that by the end of next month. Bullish idea or bullish concept here well in place while we're above that broken February resistance line around the $5.10 area. So above $5.10, looking for $8 ultimately on Neuropace. Solid move at Rex American, where we've had an unfilled gap to the upside, the second one in the last few months. A beautiful unfilled gap in May, and for the end of August we've broken the early August peak around $38, above $38, looking for the top of that rising trend channel from back in December as high as $48 by the end of next month. Finishing off with the Vinfast, and the position here is that we were looking for a break of $40 to take us up to around 60. That was the top of that particular price channel, but the current situation is at above $57 in that line there from July. We're looking for a fresh leg to the upside as high as $100 as soon as the end of next month. Obviously, this stock, a stock in a hurry, backed by that bullish divergence line, which was spotted before the big move that we had at the end of last week. So let's see if that can drive further gains while we're above $57. That's it from me today. More updates during the week.